You know what helps? If I actually plug my camera in. Hey, hey! Welcome or welcome back. I hope you all are doing amazing today. And, yeah, there we go. Yes, I'm a YouTuber. I know what I'm doing. Um, obviously I don't. But good to see you, Mademoiselle Scythe. Good to see you, DV. Mademoiselle Scythe and Lizzie, if you happen to be out there. Look, I have a bottle of sparkling water. I got water delivered today. So, yay. Um, yeah, it is Saturday. I still have a twinge of a headache, so I haven't gotten much done today, which is very frustrating for me because I have a lot of things I want to do. But we will stream again a little bit. We do have an Amberlynn video to watch. So, yeah, we're gonna do that. I don't have the. Hold on, let me get that thumbnail. But while I'm doing that, so I did get an email today from YouTube inviting me to apply for a YouTube partner program. So I may actually be able to have monetization light in about a month, however long it takes YouTube um, to approve my channel for it. I already have an AdSense account because I used to have AdSense on a blog that I did when I was in South Korea. So, yeah, I may actually not be able to say anymore to Amberlynn, well, I'm not monetized, so because I may soon be able to get light monetization. And then after that, the next step, after getting 1,000 subscribers, which would I ever hit that? I can apply for full monetization, which would enable me to get ad revenue. Um, Excuse me, I'm so sorry. I just shoved some food into my face right before recording because I wanted to get some dinner really quick. So yeah, so I may be able to get monetization light soon, which will enable super chats, super thanks, and memberships. Which I don't expect any of those things from anybody. Keep your hard-earned money. Um, I don't know if I would do any memberships, so I don't know what I could offer you other than like just like personal updates or things. But Amberlynn uploaded a video yesterday that is titled "Responding to Zachary Michael and Meal Plan with Me," and it's going to be a vlog. So, yeah, I guess let me get another sippy sip of my water. My microphone's kind of in the way. I guess I can put it in my drink holder that's attached to my desk. There's a little cup holder connected to my desk. Um, so yeah, so I know I know one little thing that she mentions in here, and I do have part of a Zachary Michael video queued up. Um, so when we get to that part, I can show that to you. So, hey, Ilya, good to see you, my dear. I hope you are doing well today. Hope you got your phone charged up and are recovering from your Lord of the Rings marathon, movie marathon. Um, but yeah, let's go ahead and let's go ahead and see what Amberlynn has to say. The sweater looks nice on her. I'll give her that. Oh, if you are new here, by the way, I do speed Amberlynn up to 1.25 speed because she does speak a little too slowly for me. Reese Piece. You know, I do love me some Reese's Pieces. And you can be whatever team you want to be on. I am on Team Truth. Mademoiselle Scythe. He went in looking like Ilya and left the party looking like Gandalf. Hey, Mars. Good to see you, lady. Thank you, Ilya. Yeah, I am. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Man, now I kind of want some Reese's Pieces. I didn't get my donut this morning because I wasn't feeling well. I had a headache. So no donut for Libby. Maybe tomorrow. Lizzie didn't get her donut either today. Maybe Lizzie and I both can get donuts tomorrow. Well, Reese Piece, you do you. Everybody has things they like and things they don't like. If you're an baby, good for you. I mean, we all have our opinions and whatnot. You are absolutely welcome to your opinions. Hello, Breath Machine Pondu. Is the other Pondu here? Do we have all the Pondus? Do we have the collection of Pondus? Alright, let's go ahead and... Although, I have a feeling that Reese Piece is just trolling us. I have a feeling they're not really an baby. Because Amberlynn is gorgeous. As I said, we are all entitled to our opinions. Here I am clicking on shit in my Streamlabs, thinking that I'm clicking on something in my YouTube channel, but I'm not. Hey, Aaron. No worries, Mars. Ilya's getting back from the gym and some grocery shopping. Your phone is charged. Man, you're making us look bad going to the gym. I like amateurs better, Breath Machine Pondu. Oh, a fever nap. Hey, Expert Legos. Good to see you. I seem to have woken from my fever nap just in time for this. I hope your fever breaks. I hope you're feeling better. I hope you're feeling better soon. You came from the Foodieverse? You came from the Foodieverse and you're an baby? That seems odd. Speaking about the gym, yeah, you got Mademoiselle Scythe out walking this morning. You're giving my wifey some motivation, Ilya, because I sure as hell am not. You know, I actually am thinking about looking into getting one of these. It doesn't matter. Never mind. Nobody cares. So we have Amberlynn's video. Hi, Hibiscus. I hope you are doing well. I gotta get my blanket arranged. I'm always fiddling with my blanket. It's a Stardew Valley blanket that was a birthday gift from my best friend several years ago, and I absolutely love it. It's actually a hooded blanket. You're supposed to put the hood on, but yeah. Anyway, Amberlynn's video. What is her response to ZM, and what is the meal planning? Listening to Ilya's parody song when working out. Maybe I'll record my little video tomorrow. I hope my sinuses aren't giving me issues tomorrow and I can film my video. I have it scripted out in my head, but I need to actually write out a script to make sure that I can record each section the way that I want to, because I'll have to change wigs, put on nails, and different things. So I want to make sure that I get each part recorded correctly before I remove something and take something off.
Hello, hello. Welcome to a new vlog. I'm pretty sure today is January 11th. Is it? Hold on. Let me go look. Hot damn.
I don't know. I barely know what day it is today. But, okay, January 11th.
Diggity. It is January 11th. How is it already the 11th? I personally don't.
Yeah, well, it's actually the 18th today. And I don't know. We are already almost through the month of January.
No, time is going by so fast. But anyways, here in the good Oklahoma, it has been snowing, and thankfully it did not snow today. It's still pretty cold, but we had some snow melt, which is a good thing. Okay.
Yeah, it's we've had the same thing here, and we did have some snow melt, and then it froze, and then my driveway was ice. Luckily, that ice melted yesterday, and I was able to leave my house today. I went to the comic book store, and I went to get a coffee at Starbucks. So yeah, they had very similar weather in Oklahoma. So one of the bad things is when you get so much snow like we had in the area, is you get a little bit of that snow melting, and then it gets cold overnight. For you people in California that don't experience the snow, then it freezes overnight, and you end up with ice. That's not great. Breath Machine Pondu says, if you watch Zachary Michael, he's very respectful of ALR's boundaries and decisions. Yeah, Zach is usually pretty respectful. He gives Amberlynn grace. He supports some of the things Amberlynn does as far as being fair. So, sunshine and tan lines. Yeah, must be nice. The only tan lines I get are from my Fitbit and my t-shirts in the summer when I'm driving.
You guys, it is time to meal plan. Yes, your girl said meal plan. So I'm just...
Good. Hey, she's taking advice. These are some things that I've mentioned that she could do in my videos. So, hopefully she's actually taking some good advice. And, I don't know. I don't know everything, but sometimes I have an occasional good idea.
I'm going to use the notes on my MacBook to do that. So I am on the semaglutide, and I'm telling you, like, it takes away like that like huge desire to order takeout. So I've been eating more at home. I'm not trying to be unrealistically healthy. I'm simply just like eating at home. Okay, so meal plan is going to go as such. So I am grocery shopping tomorrow. Tomorrow is Sunday, so I'm simply just going to write down all the days of the week: Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, so on and so forth. So then I can just go through and decide that way. So what I'm going to be meal planning is simply like what I want like my main meal to be that day, which is usually dinner. So Sunday, tomorrow, I won't have to plan for that, thankfully, because I am having a little mother-daughter moment. So we're going to get some...
Oh, that's sweet. Going out with Mama Lynn. I hope Mama Lynn is doing well. We do love us some Mama Lynn.
dinner together. I'm just going to put out with mom. And then Monday...
Oh my god, I am so sorry. Is her video? Yeah, it was. Let me start that over, cause totally forgot to make the screen visible. Yes, Peep Chop. You're not supposed to see the video. You're supposed to imagine. You're supposed to use your imagination to to see what Amberlynn is doing. Hello, Peep Chop. No, I'm just an idiot. Let me actually make that visible for y'all. Let me start this over. And let me make sure that I did actually speed her up. I did speed her up. Yeah. How long has she been on this semaglutide by the time she did this video? So let me pull up a calendar. No, you're good, Peep Chop. I'm just a dumbass. That's all it is. So she had her first shot on the 6th. So she's recording this on the 11th. So this is the end of her first week on semaglutide. We have a newbie. You're talking about me, Sai. Am I the newbie? Am I the villain? I don't think I'm the villain.
Welcome to a new vlog. I'm pretty sure today is January 11th. Is it? Hold on, let me go look.
Is it?
It is January 11th. How is it already the 11th? I personally don't know. Time is going by so fast. But anyways, here in the good Oklahoma, it has been snowing, and thankfully it did not snow today. It's still pretty cold, but
you already heard what I said about this,
which is a good thing. Okay, guys, it is time to meal plan. Yes, your girl said meal plan. So I'm just gonna use the notes on my MacBook to do that. So I am on the semaglutide, and I'm telling you, like, it takes away like that like huge desire to order takeout. So I've been eating more at home. I'm not trying to be unrealistically healthy. I'm simply just like eating at home. Okay, so meal plan is gonna go as such. So I am
Yeah, I actually said before you guys could even really see her sweater. You could see it in the thumbnail. I said that I thought it looked nice on her. I'm not really a sweater girly. I don't like feeling overheated in my clothing. So I'll do layers.
shopping tomorrow. Tomorrow is Sunday, so I'm simply just going to write down all the days of the week, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, so on and so forth. So then I can just go through and decide that way. So what I'm going to be meal planning is simply like what I...
And yeah, so what I just said was I have mentioned several times in videos is that she only tends to buy groceries for like 1 week and just a few things like, oh, I'm going to buy a pack of chicken sausage and a jar of pickles. I don't know. She'll buy just a few little things. And then she doesn't want to have that or whatever during the week, and she ends up ordering more takeout because she doesn't have a whole lot of variety, or she hasn't really planned out what she wants to have that day. Now, I know that it can be hard, like, to plan for an entire week. Like, okay, what are we going to have every single day for every meal? Because you may get to Thursday and be like, well, I have salmon planned for dinner for this day, but I don't really feel like salmon tonight. So then, I mean, if you have something that's like a backup that you could use, like maybe you get some frozen meals that you can keep in the freezer as like a backup or something, or frozen pizzas even. I mean, I know at my local Deerbergs, we have a whole fucking section of just like frozen pizzas. And they actually have some smaller size pizzas that you can get, like some like personal pan size. So maybe something like that. Peep chop pickle sausage. Yeah.
I want like my main meal to be that day, which is usually dinner. So Sunday tomorrow, I won't have to plan for that, thankfully, because I am having a little mother-daughter moment. So we're gonna get some dinner together.
Yeah, and you heard me already say that. That's good, Mama Lynn. Good to see Mama Lynn.
Together. I'm just gonna put out with mom. And then Monday, I'm craving tacos. I think I'm gonna do tacos for Monday and Tuesday. I'm not usually like...
If I get the spoons, I want to make an edit with her typing. It really gets me. FSR? I don't know what FSR means. I'm old. I'm an exennial. I don't understand some of these newfangled acronyms.
a leftover girly, but some foods I can withstand the next day. So I definitely can withstand some like taco.
Twinkie! For some reason. Thank you. Does that mean that you like it or don't like it? fucking old. I don't understand your young speak. I don't. Oh, Twinkie, Twinkie. You know what? You know what I haven't been able to show in a while. I haven't. Oh, it cracks you. Thank you. Thank you for catering to my old ass. You know what I haven't been able to use in a video for a while? Let me try to add it in here real quick into my Let me try to add it as a source really, really quick because I do have it in my clips that I've created. Well, it should be in here somewhere. Hold on, let me just search for it. It I haven't been able to use it in forever. Excuse me. You know where I think I may have put it? There it is. I knew where I put it. Did y'all see that? I don't know if you could hear it. I don't know how loud that was. I'm sorry if it was loud. I couldn't hear it. So, yeah, it played. Oh, anyway. I haven't been able to use that in a video in a little while. I made that after Wifey bought Twinkie that, like, gold chain, like, collar. And I would use it all the time when they would show Twinkie. Oh, I love it. It amused me. Anyway, sorry, Amberlynn. We're talking about meal planning, but I saw Twinkie and got excited.
Early, but some foods I can withstand the next day. So I definitely can withstand some like taco meat.
Welcome to a Gateway Fiber home in a Gateway Fiber neighborhood with super fast speeds for just one more episode.
T-money.
The next day, so I'll be fine with that. I've also really been enjoying like soups. There's this like potato.
Yeah, Twinkie's having a hard time getting comfy back there. Yeah, a little twonk. Yeah, I mean, taco meat is something that you can easily use a pound of ground turkey and, either use a packet of taco seasoning or add your own mix of spices to it to keep the sodium a little bit lower. And you can add a lot of veggies. You could even just do like a taco bowl, like a taco salad type thing, or, use like corn tortillas or something. Anyway, fiber is a gateway nutrient. I've been thinking about changing to gateway fiber. They put fiber in my neighborhood. I want to say in 2023, they came through and put fiber in my subdivision.
Mexican soup that I kind of made up.
Yeah, so she could easily find some really good healthy recipes online, or find recipes that she likes and make swaps. Like instead of using ground beef, she could use really lean ground turkey. You can always add some more vegetables or something into things, or even get like or even get like vegan or vegetarian recipes and then just add a protein to it, just add a meat to it. So then you're using a lot of like, vegetables or lentils or things, but then you are adding in a meat to it because you're a meat eater. So Mars says, I need to do the amber diet because I have low blood pressure and need to add more sodium. Um, could you just add salt to your food? I don't know if you use salt or not. I don't know if you could just add more salt. eat a eat a pack of ramen a day and you'll be good.
Also really been enjoying like soups. There's this like potato Mexican soup that I kind of made up. So I'm definitely gonna be doing that. Maybe I can show you guys a recipe, but I'm telling you, so good. And then Thursday.
Um. I mean, hey, if she likes it, more power to her. So is she saying that she's gonna have like Monday and Tuesday, she's going to have tacos, and then Wednesday soup or something?
What do I want? Maybe Thursday we can do like a rice type of soup type deal type situation. I haven't really.
Well, are you making like single serving soup? Because it's a lot more difficult to make a soup for like just a single. You've never heard of someone having low sodium in your life? Yeah, in this day and age, that's a
soups and just
different.
Like warm foods, comforting foods. So with both of the soups, I do like to use either like ground turkey or beef. So I think what I'm gonna
I haven't seen her use ground turkey in ages.
do is I'm gonna split the beef between those 2 days. And then Friday, I like to go to bingo with my mom, so I'm just gonna put bingo so I won't really have to plan for that day because usually we eat at bingo. Saturday is also really up in the air because I like to spend Saturdays with my mom. So I think for that day, I might just put spending it with mom. We did not spend today together because again, it's been cold and snowy. Like the other day, my mom couldn't even drive to work, so my stepdad had to drive her. Like it's just been kind of like hectic over here.
Yeah, weather has been crazy. So we have 3 different days. So she doesn't need to order takeout when she's home by herself here because she's going to be going out 3 different days with her mom to have food. So that can be her takeout days. So, I mean, having something to fix at home, even if she were just to get a can of soup and just open a can of soup and make a grilled cheese sandwich. I've done that a couple of days for lunch during the week. I mean, it's not ordering takeout, but
Oklahoma, but we're all safe and sound. So now that I have like my main meals planned, I want to just like make a store list of like, okay, what do I need for the tacos? What do I need for the...
Well, so that's just for dinner. What about like lunch? What if you decide you want to eat breakfast? I mean, she doesn't care for yogurt. So, I mean, that's just planning her main dinners. Is she not going to have anything like, okay, well, if I don't want this for this day, maybe I'll want something else. So maybe she might get like something that she can put in the freezer, like a pack of salmon or something, or I don't know.
Soups and stuff like that. I have been snacking a lot on like chocolates and stuff. I need to find like a little bit better alternative. Like, girl, I love chocolate, but...
Okay, so we've been snacking on chocolate. Yeah, chocolate's delicious, but those calories will sneak up on you. I mean, dark chocolate, if she wants some chocolate, I don't know if she likes dark chocolate, but dark chocolate has a lot of good antioxidants. That would be a good snack. Have a few little pieces of dark chocolate. Protein bars. Like, I know that I've mentioned Built bars before, like the Built Puffs are quite delicious. It's... I applied to be like an affiliate like 4 or 5 months ago for Built and I got declined. Maybe if I apply again, they'll approve me this time. Because I'm always talking about Built bars. Because the Built Puffs, like they're like marshmallowy inside. The regular protein bars I find to be a little too chewy for me. It's like, nom, nom, nom. But I'm sure that was a look. But the puffs are really, really good. If you like marshmallow, if you don't like that texture, then you wouldn't like them. Air fried chickpeas, yeah, chickpeas. I've baked. I have an air fryer and I've never fucking used it. I've baked some chickpeas in the oven before, and like tossed them in like some Cajun seasoning, and they're really good. Hey, hi, hi, kinda Sav, hi, Casual Carter, good to see you. So I mean, yeah, there's lots of. I'm shedding horribly. Um, yeah, there's all kinds of different snacks, but it also just kind of depends on what she's feeling that day. What? I know, I've never used it. I need to. I know, I know. I know. I usually just end up throwing things in the oven.
We need to like just be a little bit better. And then for my other meal, because obviously I'm not just having one meal.
You know, so again, I would never tell Amberlynn to not eat something at all. But if you do want to have like a sweet treat or a snack or a chocolate or something, you can either choose something like a protein bar that's going to get you some more protein and be a little bit lower in calories, or you just work those calories into your day. You just have to make choices that are going to help you meet whatever goals you're trying to meet. And if you decide that you're going to have a seafood boil, for example, you just have to realize that that might not be conducive to your goals for that day or that week. And then you just move on and keep it pushing the next day. I know the air fryer is so much easier. I don't want to have to clean it. That's my pride. I don't want to have to clean it. Like, I know that I can put parchment paper, but I need a wife to come live with me to help me do these things. Ilya was the one who told me about your channel a while back. I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw that Amber was in your chat and wish you put a clip from your stream. Yeah, I know. I couldn't believe it either, kinda, Sav. It was a little bit of a shock for me, too. Hot dogs, pizza. Oh, man. The Costco chicken bake. That shit is good. Oh, they make silicone inserts. Mine is... I think mine's like a Hamilton Beach one, I think. I don't remember. I'll have to look at the brand. Are you in my Yeah, you're in my Discord, Peep Chop. I think you're in my Discord. Yes, you are. God, I'm an idiot. Yes, you're in my Discord. I'll have to take a picture of my air fryer. My friend used it when my friend came to stay with me this summer. She used it all the time, so it got some use.
A day. I'm really craving bagels, so I'm gonna need bagels. I'm gonna do cream cheese, and I kind of want to.
Now, she doesn't ever get the low-fat cream cheese. If I were her, I would get the low-fat cream cheese just because she has mentioned gallbladder issues in the past. 8 people? Wow.
I'm gonna do the whole you guys remember that thing I tried with the bacon and scallion? I kind of want to have that like on a bagel. Does that sound hectic? I don't know. So I'm gonna be able to have that for multiple.
That sounds kind of gross, but you do you, boo-boo. I have water right here, Peep Chop. I have water. Hey, the brows. Yes, it is Tree Boy Ilya. The one and only Tree Boy Ilya. Man, y'all are giving Sai the big head over here. If she were really my girlfriend, I'd be in for a world of hurt. Jesus. She'd be all smug. Look at this. People are on my side. Hello, Breath Machine. I have not. I haven't watched. I think I've seen maybe one of his a long time ago, but I can't remember. But no, I've not watched Mr. Snowflake's documentaries. Partly just because of time.
Whole days in a row, actually, since there comes with like 6 bagels in one thing, so I'll be able to have that for 6 days, so that's gonna work out. But yeah, back to my chocolate alternative. What could I have instead on some days? You know what?
I don't know. Get something. Should be keeping tab on all of my movements if she was my girlfriend. Well, it wouldn't be hard because I don't move far. I work from home and I work all the fucking time. I'm either working or I'm streaming. I'm not hard to keep tabs on. I think I've seen... I think that may be the one that I've seen. Is Mademoiselle Sai the jealous girlfriend? Are you a jealous one?
I'm just gonna Google. What are some healthy-ish snacks? Cottage.
Healthy-ish. What are some healthy-ish snacks? Oh, healthy-ish. I only want it to be a little bit healthy. Oh yeah, Elizabeth.
Cheese and fruit, nuts, fruit and yogurt, whole grain toast, fruit and veggies.
That is something you are not. If she's always eating chocolate, how come there is never chocolate in her grocery hauls? I don't know. I mean, she does go out with Mama Lynn. They do go to convenience stores. She could be picking up things at convenience stores. I don't know. Having to Google healthy-ish snacks is crazy to you. I mean, if you're trying to think of something that could be like an alternative to chocolate or something, I could see what could I possibly get that's sweet like chocolate. But I mean, protein bars are something that she could get. But I know a lot of people don't like the taste of protein bars. Most of them that you can find, they kind of have that protein powdery kind of taste, and a lot of people don't like that. So yeah, but we also don't see every time she goes to the grocery store, to be honest. She doesn't show us every single grocery trip. So just like we don't see what she does all day, every day. We don't see every single minute of her life, and we don't see all of her grocery hauls.
Smoothie, whole grain crackers, peanut butter and banana.
Yeah, smoothies. Let's have smoothie era again. Let's have smoothie era again. Oh, I have another clip. I need to get a clipboard, get my Streamlabs. We haven't got that far, Texas Ninja Gaming. We just started. Aha.
I did that. I did that.
Yes. Yes, we need the smoothie era back.
I did that. I did that.
Yes, anyway, what was she saying about smoothies?
Pita and hummus. I want something sweet. So I'm going to say, what are some healthier snacks that are
Oh, I know, sad. That the little dance in the background. Yeah, it's funny.
sweet? Chocolate chia pudding, trail mix. I do love trail mix.
Chia pudding. She can make chia pudding. It isn't too hard to make, and she could just make a few at a time. Yeah, it really was the
I
browse.
make my own. Chocolate covered bananas, frozen grapes. I do love a frozen grape.
She
Apple
does.
and almond butter, a smoothie. See, that's like healthy. Trail mix does sound good.
Healthy, healthy. She only wants a little bit healthy. Like, I don't know, like an apple dipped in chocolate or something. She just wants it to be a little bit healthy.
But again, I would probably just add like some chocolate, some nuts.
Well, yeah, that's kind of what trail mix is. You can get like the M&Ms or the Reese's Pieces, and then like some nuts and things. And I mean, so there's lots of good things in the trail mix, but again, if you're trying to watch your calories, a little bit of trail mix with all the nuts and stuff can really add up on the fat and on the calories. But it's a good choice for a snack. A little healthy girl, I think we're beyond that point.
Oh my gosh. I think I might do green apples and peanut butter. I love
It's actually one of my favorite snacks. I haven't bought any apples for a while, but I like the Red Delicious. I like the sweet apples.
green apples and peanut butter because green apples are more sour compared to like regular red apples.
They are.
Okay, so I meal planned. I'm excited. And then when I'm at the store, obviously, if I see some other things that I could have throughout the week, I'll just get it there. But this is like the stuff I need. Oh, and I need some stuff for around the house as well. I need some more Sprite Zero. Also want more Cherry Coke Zero. Oh my god, it's so good. I haven't had that in forever, I feel like.
I'm out of Cherry Coke Zero myself right now. And they didn't have Starry Zero, so I had to get regular Starry.
Pine Sol, toilet paper, dish.
Would she have the control to only have a little for trail mix? I don't think she would. I don't think so. I mean, it's easy to overdo it. Little Twinkie back there just cannot get comfy today.
Soap, I do need more of that. Also, dish sponges. I think that's it. Okay, guys, so I have gone back and forth whether I wanted to speak on this. I have sat with my thoughts and my feelings regarding it. I didn't want to just like spew nonsense. I really wanted to sit with it. And I decided I think I should speak on it because it is kind of heavy on my mind, on my heart. So I have gotten a lot of support and backlash regarding like what I said about Zachary Michael. There's a lot of people that think I should literally die and fall off the face of the planet for what I said about someone's mental health issues. And then there's the other side of people who are like, I applaud you for finally like sticking up for yourself after years and years.
The 100-calorie nut packs and a piece of fruit, sweet and salty but calorie controlled. Yeah, those 100-calorie, like, isn't it like Nature Valley, I think, makes those? And I think Target, like the Good and Gather brand, because she goes to Target quite a bit as well. I think Target's like Good and Gather brand might have little 100-calorie packs of trail mix, maybe. Yeah, because I bought a lot of those whenever my friends and I went to Gen Con. I bought a lot of those little single serve packs of trail mix and things to keep in our bags when we were running around Gen Con if we got hungry. So, her imaginary DM messages.
Of torment. So I have received a lot of mixed feelings, and if you guys thought that I was not going to see the clip of someone actually like verbally abusing me, then y'all thought wrong. I did watch it. And I've also watched like another clip from Twitch, which I have never watched his Twitch before until I saw
So, I'm sure she does get messages,
this
Amanda.
clip. So I do feel like I need to speak up on this because it's
Okay, so let's, so I have a bit here from Zach pulled up that we can watch really quick from his last video that he just uploaded.
really like sticking up for yourself after years and years of torment.
Sticking up for yourself. Mind you, I do also want to say this. I agreed with like the first like half of what she said. In fact, I was like, you're not saying anything that I disagree with. Like, I obviously make money off of Amberlynn. Obviously, my Amberlynn videos do much better than any other content on my main YouTube channel. Obviously, like, I wouldn't have the channel that I had if I didn't make content about Amberlynn. Like, I've never denied those things. And in fact, in that video, I agreed with her. And at most, that part of the video, I was like, I just don't understand what point you're trying to make, because these are all things that I've said about my own channel in the past. If she would have stopped at that point, good for her.
So, Breath Machine Pondu, I will say that what Zachary said about the hands thing, that was on his Twitch. And it wasn't in his Twitch re-upload to YouTube. So somebody had to have clipped that from his actual Twitch.
Great. Like, I don't understand what the point was, but if she would have stopped there, like, we wouldn't have even been in disagreement. It was
reacting to Libby, reacting to Zachary, Marie, reacting to ALR.
It's like taking it the next level to insinuate that my mental health wasn't real, wasn't factual, wasn't something I was actually experiencing. And that's the part that I think many other people took issue with. Say what you want about me making money off of Amberlynn Reid. It's true. I do. I do. I put ads on all of my videos about Amberlynn Reid. I make money off of sitting here talking shit about it. Like, no question about that. But I do just want to like clarify what I think people are actually upset about.
I've received a lot of mixed feelings, and if you guys
Verbally abusing the way that at the beginning of this video
Alright, hold on.
is verbal abuse to you. She said that she watched a clip from Twitch. I'm like, what did I say on Twitch? I didn't know people were clipping my Twitch channel like that. Huh, I'm curious. I do sometimes talk about her a little bit in like the first hour of my life
Just because she has Twitch doesn't mean she watches Zachary Michael Twitch.
streams. So
I have Twitch. I don't watch Zachary Michael. Hey, Moody.
it's possible I said something, but I don't know what Twitch clip in particular she's talking about.
Okay, minor spoiler alert for the rest of
There
the
we go.
video. She never shares a clip of me on Twitch. She never says, well, she alludes to me talking about throwing hands or something like that. And so she also, as I started editing today's video, posted this on Instagram asking people to help her find her receipts and proof that
I swear I removed you.
she was sitting here talking about, well, no worries, y'all. I reached out to the people in my Twitch community and said, hey, do you have a clip of me talking about throwing hands? And people in my Twitch community came through with the clip that I'm sure she was originally referencing. And I'm going to include that here for you, just so that you have context for the rest of the video.
For her ass to sit here after I have said time and time and time.
I love that thing coming up and being like blah 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 whenever he starts talking. It's just so funny to me.
And time again, saying like, I totally understand, you need a break, like take as long as you need, we will figure out other stuff to do over here, and fucking did. So shut your fucking mouth, Amberlynn, and you can catch these hands.
I have never watched his Twitch before until
So that's all it was. Just wanted to have that context. Yeah, they'll love my. Oh yeah, love. Yeah. Yeah, it's love. It just sounds so funny. It sounds like blah blah blah. So a lot of people will just say you can catch these hands. It doesn't mean they're actually physically threatening you, which it seems to be what Amberlynn took it as. I mean, if Zach doesn't strike me as a physically violent person, I don't see that as a threat. If someone said that to me, I wouldn't be frightened. This is Mars, by the way, if you're just listening. But for Amber, it's a great opportunity for ammunition. Yeah. I mean, she could take it as, look, he's threatening to throw hands. He's threatening to fight me. But, I mean, you know what it reminds me of? I'm gonna look for something here while... No, I haven't seen that. But I was just thinking that if Zach and Amber were to meet, this is what I was just thinking. I'm gonna let her play real quick while I'm looking for this.
It's kind of a lot, to be honest. And I really wish people would like separate like who the two people are and like biased opinions based around me and reaction channels and look at it as like person A and person B. Regardless, even though I feel like I'm standing in front of a bunch of like people who want to see me fail and who
So what I will say, people will often, like, even with the whole video being shared, the Crumble Cookie video, a lot of people will automatically be against Amberlynn just because it's Amberlynn. When if it were somebody else in the exact same situation, they would be for that person or on that person's side. So a lot of people will just automatically be against Amberlynn just because it's Amberlynn. Now, I think Zachary said in his video, just because I called her a dumb bitch, what he had said was, you stupid motherfucking bitch. So he didn't just call her a dumb bitch. He really went in on her. And as far as it being like, well, she'll get to it, I think. Oh, real quick. This is what I imagine it would be like if Amber and Zach met in person.
All right. I'll tell you what then. I'll just hanging around the highway. I got a lot of evidence they'd like to see.
You got nothing.
Hey, I'm calling the police right now.
Good luck, pal. I'll be long gone.
It's ringing.
What are you, a fucking Kenyan?
Listen.
That's what it reminds me of. Because Zach is like 6'4", right? He has long legs, and Amberlynn's little bitty legs. I mean, Zach could just like briskly walk away from her. It's like, I love that movie, by the way, Identity Thief. Yeah, I know, it's such a... When I was thinking about, like, Amber and Zach meeting, I thought, Zach can just walk away. I'm like, oh my god, it'd be like that scene in Identity Thief, where she's, like, running. Yeah. That's what it made me think of.
who don't really care about what I have to say. I'm standing here and I'm using my voice because as a woman...
Oh my god, I'm using my voice. You have a whole fucking channel. You can upload and say whatever you want. Speaking from Hello, Jelly Bean. Speaking from experience, like many of us in here, I'm certain. Oh, certain. You mean certain? Anyone that has ever been through real mistreatment would not have the reaction to a literal nothing. Yeah, I mean, I will say that everybody has their own reactions and how they deal with things, but yeah, I mean that doesn't strike me as an actual threat. He wasn't threatening her.
And who don't really care about what I have to say. I'm standing here and I'm using my voice because as a woman and as someone here on YouTube who has constantly had to just fight and fight and fight, I'm not.
As a woman, I will say calling somebody a bitch isn't the best way to go about things. But we have seen Amberlynn call people, like, she called Young Dumb Honey Bun a dumb bitch during the live stream eras with Beck. She's called Karina Kaboom a bitch. And Zach even says in this video that I just showed a clip from that, you know, he doesn't like using derogatory language against women, and he's trying to remove that from his vocabulary. But as people said to Ilya at one point, that came out of your mouth so easy. Ilya will know what I'm referring to. But he sure lashed out pretty quickly. Because Amberlynn struck a nerve. And we also see Amberlynn lash out at people when they hit a nerve. So, Amberlynn really shouldn't have said anything about Zachary Michael's mental health. And I know a lot of people are saying, he's been so nice to her. She should have not said that because he's been so nice to her. Just because we might give Amberlynn some grace on some things, that doesn't make us immune. Ilya, how dare you? Just because we might give Amberlynn some grace on some things doesn't mean that we're immune from her retaliating or saying something negative to us or about us. She's said a lot of negative things about channels recently. She went after Jordy, she went after Karina Kaboom, and we even discussed it in one of my live chats. And I told her that that wasn't okay of her to do. Oh, Mr. Snowflake, like, you can't be going after and insulting people's looks like this if you don't want people to do the same to you. And she was like, yeah, you know, you're right. That was low of me. I shouldn't have done that. So she did at least admit that. Oh, that was so long ago, Ilya. That was such a crazy time. She's had, see, Mars says, she's had to fight because she watches and inserts herself into the reaction channels. They don't like you. It's like poking your finger into the lion enclosure. They're going to bite you. Yeah. Yeah, she likes to hop in, and I've said this before, like, she hops into my chat sometimes. She's not going to be hopping into my chat anymore. Because she mentioned that a few videos ago. She was in my live chat a few videos ago, and she said that she wasn't going to be in my live chats, which is fine by me. But she's going into places like Jordy's live chat, where she knows they're it's an openly hostile environment, and she's trying to control the narrative. Didn't Karina Kaboom and Jordy go in real life? I don't know, Mademoiselle Scythe. I'm not sure what you're talking about. I don't think Karina has ever done anything towards Amber in real life, and I don't think Jordy has either. Did she say why what? Why she's not going to be in my chats? Because she, I think she said because she doesn't want to, like, derail the chat or, I'd have to go back and see exactly what she said about why, but yeah. Also, she's probably realized that people are clipping and taking screen caps of things that she says in my chat as well. So she can admit some wrongs in your chat, but won't say it in her vids or community post. Yeah, Mars. Yeah.
Going to stop now. I feel like I have a lot to say, but I really just
Oh.
who has constantly had to just fight and fight and fight. I am not going to stop now. I feel like I have a lot to say, but I really just want to like dwindle it down into like short form. I said something about Zach, saying that like,
Okay, hold on. Expert Legos. During the live stream era, there was a live she was saying that bitch is just a word, and that she didn't understand why people were sensitive to it after calling someone a bitch. Oh, the irony. Amanda says, I think she knows she is going to get nothing out of it because Hater Nation is watching. Yeah. People are now watching my videos just to wait for Amberlynn to pop into my chat. And she's not going to. So, she may still watch my videos, possibly. I couldn't tell you. But she's not going to be in the chat.
like his mental health issues is a reason why he can't upload. But then the minute that I upload, he has a reaction. That is the only thing I have ever said about Zachary Michael's mom.
I think she said a little bit more after that. Zach said that she insinuated his mental health issues weren't real, but the thing is, like, during that time that Amberlynn wasn't uploading, of course Zachary Michael isn't going to upload Amberlynn content. He did do a couple of videos about her Instagram. So he did cover her Instagram during that time that she wasn't posting. But of course, if she uploads a video, he's a reaction channel. He's going to react to that video that she uploaded. During that time, though, he was doing things on Twitch. And he was uploading to his second channel things on Twitch. Or his third channel. He has 3 channels, I think. And he... and he was uploading some other content to YouTube as well. So, it's not like he wasn't doing anything. And he was going through a breakup during that time. So, you know, he did have some stuff going on that he was dealing with. So, if he wants to take some time off, that's his choice. But if Amberlynn's not uploading, of course he doesn't have anything for Amber content, but he can do other content, which he did. So, Peep Chop, she's not going to be in the chat because she's going to be in Elizabeth's DMs feeding her a narrative, is what they'll say. Amanda, good. I hope she is not going to be on your channel. She is toxic. I mean, she's welcome to go wherever she wants to go. And she's welcome to share her opinion, whether it's in my chat or not. I mean, she's welcome to have an opinion just like everybody else. I mean, we have opinions on what she's doing in her life. She's welcome to have opinions on what we're saying. Mademoiselle Side says, when a man calls a woman a bitch and throwing hands feels a little different than when a woman's saying it. It does feel a little different if it is a man, but yeah, still not the greatest thing to do. I mean, granted, a lot of times we'll call each other that or something just as like a joking thing, like, oh, you bitch, you know, and we're joking. But Zachary was certainly not joking whenever he did that. And Amberlynn wasn't joking whenever she said that about these other people. So we just played that clip. He said she can catch these hands, which it wasn't a serious threat. I think anybody could see that. But Common Sense 24us or 24us, 24us, I don't know. Zach uploaded 44 videos on the main channel during that time, and she only did 22. Yeah. Amber is all talk no bite. The Twitch upload was separate. She outed herself to being in your streams. As a smaller channel, less people were privy to the fact she was watching and chatting. Yeah. Yeah, I am a very small channel. He never said throw hands. I just answered that. She's looking to manipulate a small group of people. That is why she went to your channel or any small channel. She is looking for Ann babies because she knows we all hate her. I wouldn't say all. You're speaking in absolutes, like Amberlynn does. And hate is a very strong word. I don't hate anybody. It's a very strong word. Zach has a right to be upset when he has given her so much grace when it comes to her mental health. Yeah, Zach can be upset, but again, just because he has given her grace doesn't entitle him to be exempt from criticism himself, if that makes sense. Even if what she said wasn't great or doesn't make much sense, because he has uploaded. Granted that for her to have her own mental health issues and want people to give her grace for that, she shouldn't be saying things about other people's mental health, is what I'll say about that. But just because somebody is being nice to you doesn't mean that if you do something that they deem unacceptable that they can't reach out to you for it, right? Grace. Zach is one of the nicer reaction channels to Amberlynn. Absolutely. He does give her criticism, though. Yeah, she doesn't like that. Yes, dislike. I do a lot of Amberlynn content too, Mademoiselle Scythe. I mean, I think all of us as reaction channels probably contribute to that in some way. But Amberlynn doesn't have to watch reaction channels. If it's something if it's something that is negatively affecting your mental health, then don't do it. Don't read the comments, don't watch the channels, and just make your content and just keep on going. Enjoy your life with your mom, with your girlfriend, with your family, with your pets, whatever. She doesn't have to watch channels. Of course, we can criticize his reaction, but he did apologize for it. It was his raw reaction. Yeah, he did apologize for it. He realized maybe I shouldn't have immediately had that knee-jerk reaction. But it is interesting that his immediate knee-jerk reaction was to call her a motherfucking bitch. That's interesting that was his immediate knee-jerk reaction. Let's see. Peep Chop says, I don't think it actually made her uncomfortable, but they still apologize and apologized again for what his initial reaction was. Why is she watching? This is common sense, or anyone else that affects her mental health. Expert Legos, yeah, at the very least, he understood that his reaction wasn't the best and gave multiple apologies, if I'm remembering correctly, but it makes sense why he reacted so strongly. Yeah. Zach apologized and said he never had spoken to a woman that way. I don't know if I believe that. Amber is notorious for changing the narrative, 48 Laws of Power, and is her Bible responsible for her mental health. I don't know. I don't know what that is either, Peep Chop.
Mental health. And to be honest,
sorry. What
his
you
mental
saying?
health issues is the reason why he can't upload. But then the minute that I upload, he has a reaction. That is the only thing I have ever said about Zachary Michael's mental health. And to be honest, the years and years that he has spent on his channel mocking me, being insensitive to any issue that I have. I mean, he can sit here and say that he stands up for me for this and for that and for random things, but sure, that doesn't take away the fact that I have been mocked by him. that also includes my mental health. We're not even gonna go to like the physical aspect of like making fun of the fact that it's hard for me in the past to like walk to a tree, or like every time he sees me walking in a video, literally you can see him subconsciously move his body.
Why do I not believe that? Because that was his immediate knee-jerk reaction to do that. So if he's been angry with somebody in life, it's possible that he's had that reaction before and called somebody that, because he even in his video he just said that he's trying to remove that from his vocabulary. So it sounds like that's something that he's used before in a derogatory way.
In a waddling fashion.
He does do that when she's walking. He will kind of move his body like that. But
like, we're not even gonna like include those things and multiple other things, like him joining in on AmberCon, literally hosted by one of the most fatphobic people there is. But
AmberCon was before my time in the Amberverse, but she's bringing up things that were probably at least 5 or more years ago. So if we are supposed to give Amberlynn grace for things that she did 5 or more years ago, then we need to do the same thing for Zach. Maybe Zach wouldn't do those things anymore. So we, again, just like we need to give Amberlynn the space to try to improve and grow as a person and not keep rehashing things that she did 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago. If she's trying to get better and get past those, then we need to do the same for Zach. I mean, if Zach did something 6 or 7 years ago that wasn't that great, we shouldn't be bringing that up. We need to treat people the same. We need to hold people to the same standards.
Strictly gonna go with like the mental health aspects, because that is the reason why he decided to literally verbally abuse me in front of everyone, and he's getting applauded for it. Listen, he says awful things about my mental health too.
I don't think Zach has said anything awful about her mental health. I think Zach has been... Granted, I haven't had the time to watch many of his videos recently, but I used to watch him fairly regularly about a year or so ago, or last year. So, Zach hasn't spoken negatively about her mental health that I can remember. He's usually pretty understanding and just tells her that she needs to work on these things and she needs to go to therapy. So, I mean, at least in recent memory, granted, I don't remember every little thing that Zach does. Sometimes I'm just listening to his videos, like if I'm like cooking dinner or cleaning or something. So I can't remember every little thing that Zach has said, but I can't recall him saying anything negative about her mental health.
Not be in the black and white way that I did it, but I am telling you, he does it frequently. So this...
I don't think so, Amber. Amber often misrepresents what people say. Maybe that's how she's interpreting it in her mind, but it isn't accurate. I know there have been several times in previous videos of mine, maybe from early last year or a year or so ago, she said, "Oh, I got a message on Instagram saying that Jordy said this." And then I would go check that part of Jordy's video and no, Jordy did not say this. This is what Jordy said. So Amber is a very unreliable narrator when it comes to these things, and she misrepresents what people say a lot of the time. And it's to make them look worse and make her look better, because she does like to be the victim in a lot of these situations. But a lot of the time, she really misrepresents what people say about her, because she's an unreliable narrator. The only time that she's correctly represented what somebody said was in her video several days ago about Alexis. What she said Alexis said was actually what Alexis said in those voice notes. So that is like one of the only times that she has accurately represented what somebody has said. Because I'll go check that shit. I will go double check and make sure it's accurate. From what you've seen, Hibiscus, he's nicer compared to... Yes, Zach is a lot nicer than Jordy or Merc.
This might be like a very small example, but it's a recent example that is like an ongoing example. I have massive anxiety when it comes to like public speaking in person. So bingo, for instance. When I get a bingo, yelling bingo out loud gives me so much paralyzing anxiety that I literally can't do it. That is a mental illness. Anxiety is a mental illness. That is something that I am suffering with. And he constantly makes fun of that. It's something that I'm embarrassed about, I'm ashamed about.
He may. I can't confirm that or not, because I haven't watched a recent video where I haven't watched his recent reactions to that situation. I used to go to bingo. I've mentioned this before. I used to go to bingo when I was in grad school with one of my friends. We would go to bingo before we would go to Denny's to do our homework and study for the rest of the night. And I think once I had a bingo, and I did not want to call out bingo because I don't like having attention on me. I just don't like it. I don't like having people like focus their attention on me. So I was sitting with my friend and I'm like, Brennan, call bingo for me. So I had my friend call bingo for me so they would be looking at him instead of me. So, yeah.
Oh, like I wish that I could yell bingo like a normal person, because to normal people, it's easy to do. For me, it's super hard. So in a recent vlog, I was like, you guys, I yelled bingo, like I'm so proud of myself because like I conquered that anxiety. He made fun of me.
And I mean, good for her. If that's something that was hard for her to do, then I'm glad she was able to do it. I mean,
he made fun of my mental illness. So another recent thing when it comes to my mental health is I express at length at the whole feederism topic and calling my girlfriend a feeder and saying that I'm a feedie, that I'm actively...
Aw, thank you, Mademoiselle Size. That's what a good little girlfriend would do. That's what my good YouTube wifey would do for me. Yeah, Zach does call Emily her emotional support Fifi person, which I don't like that. He does do that. I don't care for it personally.
Feederism topic and calling my girlfriend a feeder and saying that I'm a feedie, that I'm actively involved in that sort of relationship has...
You are welcome to your opinion, Amanda.
...been detrimental.
I clicked the wrong button. I've went over ad nauseum my opinions on that whole situation. I'm not going to go over it again.
Not only my mental health, but to Tommy's as well. He knows this, and he continues in every single reaction. Says emotional support feeder, and he says anytime that I'm eating, it's for Tommy. Anytime that I'm showing my body, it's for Tommy. He's continuing on a storyline that I wish would literally stop. I wish it would stop for more than one reason. I wish it would stop because it's not true.
But so Zach never said she was that. Man, I need to block. I thought I blocked that word. I'm going to. Jamie, I'm just going to remove that message because I don't want those words in my chat. You can repost using numbers or something, but I don't want those words in my chat or in my comments. Calling Emily an emotional support, whatever, implies that Amber is on the receiving end of that.
True, and I wish it would stop because it's detrimental to Tommy's mental health and to my own. And he actively knows that and still continues to do it. He has zero regards to my feelings at all. I even
I mean, does he have to? I mean, why would he care about your feelings? I mean, why? He doesn't know you. Why would he care about your feelings? I mean, I'd be more concerned about whether it's truthful or not, and I think it is harmful in ways, but I mean, Zach is under no obligation to care about your feelings. He's a reaction channel.
flat out said multiple times that this whole subject causes my mental health to be worse than ever. So that is just simply too.
Then don't consume content about yourself. If this content. So, I'm gonna go over this again. This is like the 20th fucking time I've gone over this. Just because Emily and her ex posted some pictures on a website that catered to that behavior doesn't mean they engaged in that behavior. Right? Just because they posted some pictures that they knew they could earn some money from, because Emily was flying to Arizona a lot because they were long distance. So again, they were long distance. It wasn't like Emily was living with her ex-partner and making her eat food. So just because they were posting some pictures, because they weren't even together for that long. It was like 2 years they were together before Colleen passed away. So, but... And I've said many times, even if Emily is into bigger women, it doesn't mean that she's into this particular lifestyle. But even if she is, she could be. I haven't seen enough evidence to prove to me that she's completely into that lifestyle. Then it doesn't mean that she's engaging in it with Amber. Right? But even if she is into that, it's none of my business. It's nobody's business what things she gets up to or what she enjoys. So, being queen of FA doesn't equal being into Fifi stuff. You can like women that are bigger and not be into that. These are two very, very different things. Emily can afford Billie Eilish concert tickets. She did buy Billie Eilish tickets. I don't know how much those tickets were in those seats. But I mean, hey, maybe she had some savings. Maybe she put it on a credit card. I don't know. But all right, FBI Frank. Yeah, and again, everybody is entitled to their opinions. and everybody's entitled to think what they want to think. I mean, she's into bigger women. That's all that I can for sure say, is that Emily is into bigger women. And yeah, Zach is entitled to his opinion and to express that opinion. And Amberlynn does not have to watch these videos, which I've been saying over the course of this entire video. Amberlynn does not have to consume content about herself. She would be much happier if she did not consume content about herself. No, I'm not saying that we would have to see them in the bedroom engaging in it. We would either need to have her admitting that she's into it, or more than a couple of pictures of her lying down with her girlfriend that is severely obese. Posting a few pictures on a website doesn't mean that you're into that sort of thing. Just because, so if for some reason, just because I think it's funny, the typo from one of Alexis's Q&As, the word fertilizer, just because people might fertilize something, like feet. Maybe you fertilize feet. That sounds so weird. Just because somebody is posting pictures on one of those websites to sell doesn't mean they're into it. It just means, hey, I can make a couple of bucks because people over here like my feet. So, I haven't seen anything with feeding content, but, I mean, she could be. And again, if she is, I really don't care. I mean, that's her personal, I don't know, likes, desires, proclivities. She's into really big women. I mean, good for her. Big women need love too. So, Emily is on the job for that.
Small examples of what I mean, and like the big grand scheme of things. Like, this has been going on for years, and I have taken it for years. Like, I could have a whole list of things that he has either mocked me for.
I follow bodybuilders on Instagram. Does that mean that I'm into bodybuilding? Obviously not. I mean...
for, made fun of me for, judged me for, has been insensitive about, etc., etc., that has been mental health related.
I disagree, Amber. Zach has been pretty supportive of any of these issues you've had.
But him and his audience has not gave a fuck. I'm not gonna sit here and deny that what I said wasn't distasteful, because it genuinely was. But I have been low-key made...
I better get on. You are perfect the way you are, Mademoiselle Size. I mean, look at your profile picture. You are gorgeous. You are perfectly fine. Peep Shop, you would think so? You would think so what? I'm sorry. But yes, Amberlynn, what you said wasn't the greatest thing to say. It was her lashing out. Now, again, I will say, Amberlynn is also entitled to an opinion on people that do reactions to her. And it would definitely not be a muscly man hibiscus. It would be a muscly woman. Anyway, as I was saying, just I'd be scared too. Amberlynn is entitled to her opinion. there you go, Hibiscus, you corrected it. Let's see, Megan. Oh, hello, Megan. Good to see you. If you're on a bodybuilding website and post pictures of yourself flexing muscles, then you're probably a bodybuilder. You got the mistake. Yeah, that would make you a bodybuilder. But if she's posted pictures of her actually putting food into somebody's mouth, then so you think she is watching Yo Mama, she is. She did, which, I mean, it hurts me a little bit because Amberlynn said that I was the only reaction channel she was going to allow herself to watch. It makes me feel a little cheated on a little bit. No, I'm not reaching. I'm just saying that I don't still something I like. I actually just think their content, the ones that I follow, I actually think are funny, or I think they have good tips about some things. But hey, okay, if they had posts about brookies, then maybe Emily is into that sort of thing. But these fertilizers that they are into, then that's their choice. But it doesn't mean that Emily and Amber are engaging in that. This could be something that Emily has done in the past, and if she has, that's fine. That's her. That's something that she is into. Why do I need to know these things about her, and why should I care? Like I've mentioned before, the person that should care about these things is the person that she's in a relationship with, and that would be Amber. Amber should be the one that is possibly concerned. Hey, if you're into this, I'm sorry, but I'm not. So that is not something that I'm going to engage in. So, if that is Tommy's preference, and that is, we know Tommy's preference is bigger women. That's fine. I don't care. She can like what she wants to like. I'm just, it's not something that I'm going to make a big deal out of because I honestly don't care. And I don't like people saying that she unalived her ex. That is uncalled for. Aaron, do I feel cheap? I feel so cheap, Aaron. So cheap. So. Right. If you are in a relationship with someone and you are doing things, this is to kind of salve, by the way. If you are doing it to an unhealthy point, then it becomes a problem. Like, I know we've seen on some of the My 600 Pound Life, I know there have been some couples on there where, like, the woman might be really big and the husband is all about giving her food. Oh yeah, eat this, baby, eat this. And they don't want their wife to lose weight. That's when it becomes a problem. But for people, because people saw her with her ex, I've said this multiple times, her ex was already that size when they got together. Emily did not do that to her. So when people are saying things like Emily unalived her ex, that is harmful, and that's not okay. And people saying that she did these things, that could actually be a defamation lawsuit. There are very, very few things in Girl World that I would say could be a defamation lawsuit. But that is one thing that could be. People constantly accusing and saying Emily unalived her last partner. That is defamation. And you can do a defamation suit for something that does cause emotional damage. Emotional damage. Or emotional distress. So people saying those things really need to watch it, because that is not acceptable. So I don't know if a creator, if any content creators have come out and said it, but it is definitely an opinion that is out there. I don't think she helped her at all. I don't think she helped her at all, Amanda. Like I said, her partner was already 700 pounds when they got together. Emily played no part in that. Yes. Yes, Amanda. People have said that. Now, content creators may be smart enough to not verbally say it, but again, you're using absolutes, Amanda. Don't say we all. So, but not. You know what? You all are bringing up shit that's not relevant to the conversation at hand either, so I can too. It's my channel. I think, yeah, it could be the ankle. I don't know. Yeah, I've seen it. I've heard it from people, and I've heard it come up in places. I'll look for something here, but let's continue with Miss Lynn. I agree, Peep Chop. She needs to be left out of it. And I have a screenshot. Exactly, Mars. We don't know about their relationship. We don't know anything about their relationship, their dynamic, or anything. And people are trying to make allegations and assertions about this relationship that we don't know anything about. So what we do have, though, anyway, I'll find it.
Made fun of his whole YouTube career, and it's so low key that like he gets away with it. But even channels that are like high key about it, they still get away with it too. Like a good example of that is like me calling Jordy pale. Like everyone was so mad about it, or like the fact that I said that he lives in his mom's basement, which I have no idea if that's a thing. People are like, well, it's a good.
Well, who cares where Jordy lives? I mean, we're all a little pale. It's I am pasty as fuck. So for Amberlynn to be coming after people's appearances and the way they look when she doesn't like people talking about her own appearance and things is of course hypocritical. She was on Dr. Phil, Amanda. Yeah, she was.
Good thing that he lives with his mom and dad. I don't know if he does, but everyone had like every like great excuse under the sun for the reason why he lives in his mom's basement. But yet me getting into my mom's car because I don't drive is like a horrendous thing. But yet me living with girlfriends is like a horrendous thing because I can't live on my own and this and that. But it's like
I don't think anybody has ever said, Amberlynn, living with her girlfriends is a horrendous thing. People do say that, oh, she needs somebody to live with her because she needs a caretaker. So where did I say? Oh my god, why can't I not find anything?
Like, people will make excuses for these reaction channels while literally looking down upon me.
She obviously doesn't need a caregiver because she lives alone, Amanda. So she obviously doesn't need a caregiver. Mars, I am very pale, but I'm half Irish and live in England, and we have no sun. Yeah, during the Kristen and Destiny area, yeah, she was kind of a mooch during that time, but currently, she's living on her own. So again, are we bringing up things from 10... When she was with Crystal, she was very, very young. She was, what, 20? I mean, so are we bringing up things from 14 years ago, when she was very young in a relationship? I mean, it's... I don't think wifey were caretakers. Beck definitely became a caretaker, absolutely. I don't think wifey was. Oh no, that's the wrong video. I will find this screen cap.
Constantly. But anyways, back to Zach. His response.
So she has help going to the store. She doesn't drive, so she needs a ride to the store. It doesn't mean that her mom is her caretaker. She's spending time with her mom. Oh no. She wants to spend time with her mom. I think that's a good thing. They didn't have a relationship growing up. So, I mean, spending time with her mom, that's... Yeah. I don't... Yeah. What she was saying about Jordy, it's... Jordy says a lot of shit about her, but if she didn't watch his video, watch his channel, she wouldn't know or care. I mean, but the thing she was saying about Jordy is like, really now?
To me was like a misogynistic rant of nothing but like curse words and just...
She can do those things, some of them, but it's, I mean... Yeah, that's all alleged, Hibiscus. So I will say, I know this has been brought up before, but there are a lot of people that don't drive and rely on other people for rides, whether it be they don't drive because they just don't want to, or they have anxiety and are afraid to, or they have medical reasons why they can't drive. So to me, it doesn't prove a point from anybody when they're like, oh, she doesn't drive, she needs somebody to take her to the store. A lot of people need rides to the store. So they do make tools on a stick that you can use to change light bulbs. I mean, she doesn't have one. She lives in an apartment complex where maintenance can come do those things. She may not have a stepladder to stand on, and if I were her, I probably wouldn't trust a stepladder if I were her. But, I mean, they do make devices that are on a stick that'll go around the light bulb, and you can change and then put the new light bulb in. So, does Amberlynn have one? Probably not. I mean, but she probably she doesn't have a ladder, though, probably, to even climb up and change one, so she would probably have to have maintenance, or her mom do it. But it also depends on the type of light bulbs, and this is so off topic. At my apartment that I lived in, the lights in my kitchen I couldn't change those light bulbs because they were the long fluorescent ones. So if one of those went out, I had to call maintenance to come change the light bulbs in my kitchen. How many Amberlynns does it take to change a light bulb? She says she can't hang a picture. I think that's just her wanting to be helpless. I'm sure she can hang up a fucking picture if she really wanted to. She just wouldn't be able to hang it more than 5.5 feet high because she's short. I mean, we did see Handy Lynn put a lamp together. Without her mom, she would probably have another friend, or she would get delivery. She would use Instacart. I mean, there's ways to survive without a car or without a ride.
It was horrible. It was like verbally abusive. If I did that, which I have never done that, people would be like, "Oh, that's her true."
I'm sorry. What is she? We're getting totally off topic. What are you saying here, Amber? Yes, picture. It is a picture.
Excuse under the sun for the reason why he lives in his mom's basement, but yet me getting into my mom's car because I don't drive is like a horrendous.
You get a broom and you poke at the smoke alarm.
Mom's basement, but yet me getting into my mom's car because I don't drive is like a horrendous thing. But yet me living with girlfriends is like a horrendous thing because I can't live on my own and this and that. But it's like people will make excuses for these reaction channels while literally looking down upon me constantly. But anyways, back to Zach. His response to me was like a misogynistic rant of nothing but like curse words and just, it was horrible. It was like verbally abusive. If I did that, which I have never done that, people would be like, "Oh, that's her true colors. There it is." But Zach is being rewarded for this, which is crazy to me. And
there are actually a lot of people that didn't care for what Zach said. I mean, so you get people on both sides, of course, for everything. You're never going to have 100% people agree with you, 100% people disagree with you. You're always going to have people on both sides. Zach apologized for going off on her. And, you know, I will say there are occasions periodically where Zach can kind of come across as a little misogynistic, but they're usually pretty far and few between. It seems like Amberlynn has been looking up things and reading things online to get these opinions and to get these things. So.
Colors, there it is. But Zach is being rewarded for this, which is crazy to me. And I feel like it gets even worse than that. He literally went onto Twitch and brought violence into the mix. Whether he was joking.
He didn't bring violence into the mix. Can you imagine Zach trying to hit anybody? I sure as hell can't. I remember. Yeah, I remember the whole smoke alarm beeping. I was doing reaction videos at that time, and I think I was, and it's like, oh, one of the cats changed the smoke alarm or something. Was I doing reaction videos yet? I may not have been, but it's like, oh, it's one of the cats. Good job, Rarity. You turned off that smoke alarm.
Joking or not, that is not okay to joke about. It truly makes me feel unsafe, and not in the way of like, oh, I firmly believe he's gonna come and
oh, come on. It makes you feel unsafe.
Like hurt me physically, but I no longer feel safe in this corner of the internet. Like this is.
Have you ever felt safe in this corner of the internet? What do you mean you no longer feel safe in this corner of what? What? When you shouldn't have felt safe was when people were driving by your apartment in Kentucky and taking pictures of your girlfriend outside. That would creep me out more than someone saying online, you can catch these hands. That, or the person that was supposedly stalking you. What?
This is my job, and it was my passion, and it's truly just...
Did she say it was my job, it was my passion? I don't think she feels... I mean, hey, I can't say one way or the other how Amberlynn feels. Do I think it's ridiculous? Yes. But come on now. It's reaching. It's definitely reaching.
Feel unsafe, and not in the way of like, oh, I firmly believe he's gonna come and like hurt me physically, but I no longer feel safe in this corner of the internet. Like, this is my job, and it was my passion, and it's truly just like being ripped from me day by day by day. I should be allowed on the internet without feeling unsafe. Now, because I said one thing about his mental health, where literally in every single video he has something to say about mine, he now has made room to validate his insensitivities to my mental.
I don't think... Now again, I've missed a lot of Zach's videos in the last 5 or 6 months just because I have been incredibly busy for the last year, really. But I've missed a lot of his videos. But I cannot recall, off the top of my head, Zach being insensitive toward Amberlynn's mental health. He's always, from what I recall, been very supportive of her going to therapy, or just said things like, then you need to go to therapy. If this is a problem, you need to go to therapy. We all say that to it. Well, again, here I am using absolutes. I, at least, and other people that I've seen, will say you need to get therapy. It doesn't mean we're discounting her mental health, but we're saying that you're using this mental health issue that you supposedly have as an excuse, and that's not okay. You need to get help with these things. We aren't discounting it. We're not mocking it. We're saying that you're using it as an excuse for bad behavior, which is unacceptable, and you really need to seek therapy. So whoever said she's trying to find out info on Jordy. So can somebody tell me, somebody I think told me in a previous video, so I'd heard things here and there, oh, she paid for Jordy's information. But then I asked somebody what that was all about, and can somebody tell me exactly what was said? Somebody said that Alexis said, I looked up Jordy's information for Amberlynn. Can somebody tell me if that is what Alexis said? What did Alexis say about Jordy's information? Because the wording on this and the semantics on it, Alexis could be doing the same thing that Amber does. So what exactly did Alexis say? Didn't Jordy get Tommy's info? I don't know. So Alexis said, I looked up Jordy's information for Amber. Okay. So here's where Alexis is leaving room for interpretation. If Alexis said, I looked up Jordy's information for Amber, she's leaving it open to let people assume that Amber asked her to do this. But if she didn't say, Amber asked me to get Jordy's information, then based on how Alexis is operating, I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to say that this is Alexis wording it in such a way to let people jump to conclusions. Because I've heard people say, oh, Amberlynn paid for Jordy's info. It doesn't sound like that at all. It sounds like Alexis took it upon herself and got this information with for Amber. But she left it so open-ended to let people jump to conclusions. Be like, oh, Amberlynn asked Alexis to get this information. But I believe, because of the way Alexis has been behaving in her videos, that if Amberlynn had asked Alexis to get the information, Alexis would have said, Amber asked me to get this information. Does that make sense, what I'm saying? Does that make sense? So, she asked Alexis to pay. I haven't seen that confirmation from Alexis. So, I mean, you can get information about anybody very easily. I don't know why Amberlynn would think that Jordy is stalking her. Why would he do that? Amber bought you off. Okay, so if Amberlynn asked Alexis to get the information, if we have 100% confirmation of that, I haven't seen it, but if you guys have seen it, I would love to see it. But yeah, I don't know why Amber would think Jordy is stalking her. That's stupid. But to get to try to get the personal information of a reaction channel for what? I don't know why. That's stupid. I mean, what's she gonna do? Send him a Christmas card? Yeah, Lex said a lot of things in Jordy's chat. I just don't know how much I trust Alexis. She's about as trustworthy as Amber is in a lot of things. I don't know what Jordy's reaction was to it because I haven't seen it. Hey Ilya, glad you're back. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe she'll send Jordy a Christmas card. Anyway, she texted him. Oh, God. What you gonna do when Jordy comes for you? I look forward to seeing the short. But yeah, so anyway, this video is about Zach, not Jordy. One of ALR lives. Was this back in August or something? He was getting weird texts. What would Amberlynn anyway, we can brainstorm later. What would Amberlynn text Jordy?
Mental health for just me as a person, as a full-ass person, as a human who is nuanced completely. So now he gets to be insensitive in like an exaggerated manner instead of just the low-key manner that he has had this whole time during his career. This also just goes to show that no matter what I do, no matter what the reaction channels do, I will always be the villain and I will always be the bad guy. Zach's response.
Am I the villain? I don't think I'm the villain. Oh, you know what? Since I'm adding all of my random clips, I'm just gonna add all this shit. Why amuse me?
Low-key manner that he has had this whole time during his career. This also just goes to show that no matter what I do, no matter what the reaction channels do, I will always be the villain and I will always be the bad guy.
She's playing the victim. She's playing the victim here. But again, nobody is owed really. I mean, people do say, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Was that Taylor Swift thing loud? I'm so sorry. I'm sorry if that was loud. I didn't check the volume on that before I uploaded it. Taylor Swift jump scare. I'm so sorry. Sorry to scare you." Amber does portray herself as the victim a lot of time. She very much has a victim mentality. It's never her fault. Things happen to her because of external circumstances or other people. It's never her fault. And it's never her own doing. And this is one of the biggest issues I have with Amberlynn, is her lack of accountability in her own life and with everything else. And she very much is victim Lynn and very much is unable to take accountability for these things. So I will concede that people do say some pretty nasty things about her. But if these are detrimental, let's use the word detrimental, then she can stop watching them. I know it's probably really hard to not seek out what people are saying about her, because she wants to see how things are being perceived and what people are saying. But I think a lot of things would just blow over if she didn't address them. If she just ignored half the crap, it would just go away. And she could just ignore it and just live her life, try to get healthier, take accountability, get therapy. But she doesn't. She feels the need to interact with reaction channels, me included, and I don't know why. And she invites the drama into her life and lets it affect her mental health. If it is hurting her mental health, then she needs to just stop. You feel unsafe now? Oh, Mademoiselle Scythe, what is wrong, my love? Why do you feel unsafe? Was it because of Taylor Swift? I'm sorry. Did I do it? Am I the problem? It's me?
Zach's response to my one thing that I said about him, when he has said thousands and thousands and thousands of things about me.
Oh, thousands and thousands and thousands. Oh, we're bringing it back. Yeah. So again, like I said earlier, just because we may not be absolutely horrible to Amberlynn doesn't mean that we're immune from criticism ourselves, be it from Amberlynn or somebody else. We're also putting ourselves on the internet. We are also open to criticism and open to Amberlynn having an opinion on our opinions. But granted, if she wasn't watching channels, then she wouldn't know our opinions to have a response to them. It's this whole, it's this whole circular problem. Yeah.
That has hurt me. His response was abusive. It was cruel. It was mean. And I have to sit back.
I don't know if I would say it's abusive, but again, I'm not going to try to negate how it made Amberlynn feel, because I can't say one way or the other how it made her feel, and I'm not going to try to negate somebody's feelings. if I were on the receiving end of somebody saying the same thing to me that Zach said, I might feel like it was abusive behavior. If you're in a relationship with, let's just say, for example, now granted, Amberlynn and Zach obviously aren't in a relationship. It's maybe it's maybe a parasocial relationship on some level. But if you're in a relationship with somebody and they were to say to you, "Oh, you motherfucking bitch," if somebody were to say that to you in that tone and call you that, that'd be like, whoa, whoa, that's a bit much. But it's just somebody random on the. I mean, not random to Amberlynn, but it's so. So Miss Morris reads, it's. So she poked at him. So if you're in a relationship, again, I'm going to say relationship here. If you have two people in a relationship, just because, so this sounds kind of blaming the person that's being abused. I'm not saying Amberlynn's being abused at all whatsoever, but having somebody yell that at you could be like a whoa. That's kind of a strong reaction. I could see how you could maybe have those feelings. Again, I'm not going to negate Amberlynn's feelings on it. Do I think it was abusive? No. Do I think his reaction was a little over the top? Yeah. You can't be a horrible person and expect nothing bad to happen to you. So, just because you're a bad person doesn't mean you deserve to have people treat you like shit also. Two wrongs don't make a right here. Yeah, Amberlynn saying the things about Zach's mental health, it wasn't nice. But did it deserve that over-the-top reaction? I don't think so. Zach had a knee-jerk reaction because he was going through some mental health issues. He was going through a breakup. I mean, he had a knee-jerk reaction and just blurted it out. But yes, I know Amberlynn has a history of abuse. I think the difference is that she didn't have to watch his video reaction if she already knows his harmful video. Yeah, she doesn't have to watch the videos 100%, and that's kind of the whole crux of it. If she would remove herself from watching reaction channels and engaging in any interaction, whether it be online or whatever, with reaction channels and things, then it would go a long way in helping her mental health.
And like deal with that, because thousands of people agree that that's the way he should have responded to me, when I have never responded to any reaction channel in that way.
Any. No, but you have insulted. You've called Karina a bitch. You called Young Dumb Honey Bun a dumb bitch. You've talked about the appearance of Mr. Snowflake, Jordy, and Karina. You haven't really ever said anything about Zach or Alex that I'm aware of, but I could just not be remembering those instances. So you maybe didn't yell at them, but you've reacted to channels in a derogatory and negative and insulting way.
And if I did, people would have attacked me for...
And they did. People did.
a lifetime.
We discussed it in one of my live chats with you, Amberlynn. We've been over it.
I'm truly sickened, and like it has made me look at Zach in a completely different way. I constantly flip-flop with him, but I literally...
She does flip-flop with Zach a lot. She loves him, she hates him, she loves him, she hates him.
am sickened by this, This community has made it okay to attack one person and one person only and to literally silence them. And the minute they say one thing that might be distasteful among the thousands.
You've never been silenced. You have a channel where you can express your opinion like you're doing right now.
The things the other person has said. It immediately made me the bad guy and him the hero. I was simply stating one thing, while again, he states thousands and thousands and gets away with it constantly. Literally calls me a bitch, literally says fuck you, literally says he's gonna like use these hands or whatever, like insinuating violence, and everyone.
It's just a saying. It's just a saying. He's not. You can catch these hands. It's just something people say. He wasn't threatening violence against Amberlynn whatsoever.
Everyone is okay with it. Like, it's not okay. I know he's gonna rebuttal and he's gonna say, well, you've done this and you've done that and you've done this, and not take accountability for his words.
But Zach did, and he apologized. He apologized for what he said. Yeah, Mademoiselle Scythe, were you silent or were you silenced?
I know that's what's gonna happen. I know that's gonna be his response because he has done this long enough. He knows what his audience wants. I don't really know what else to say about it, but I do want to end this vlog. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Bye!
This is my hair 6 hours after a wash.
Is it really 6 hours after a wash? That is amazing. That is the wrong video or wrong thing to click on. So, yeah, Zach apologized. I don't think Amberlynn did apologize. So, yeah, you're right, Mar. She did say she didn't think it was a physical threat, but then he is a physical threat. He definitely wasn't. Yeah, we got way off topic on that one. So, yeah, I mean, Zach did apologize and take accountability for what he said. I don't know what... Maybe she didn't watch that particular video yet because she isn't watching reaction channels. So maybe she hasn't seen it. Yeah, I mean, it just kind of comes down to you're on the internet and what you say is there. Yeah, she said it was distasteful, that's right. I mean, yeah, it's a lot of what Amberlynn said in that video just wasn't relevant. I like that she's meal planning. I'm glad that she's planning her meals and trying to plan her groceries. That is a positive takeaway from that video. She's trying to plan her meals and she is spending time with Mama Lynn. That is a good thing. That will be my positive takeaway from the video. Everything else was just not taking accountability and misrepresenting what was said. So, I don't know, Amanda. I mean, she gets enough views that she would be okay. Without reaction channels, she wouldn't have any drama if there weren't reaction channels. She wouldn't have any drama. 3 out of 7 days she's eating up. Yeah, and that's fine. I don't care how many days she's eating out with Mama Lynn. I don't care. She's working towards planning some meals at home, so I want to take that as a win for her and her grocery planning. So, she's spending time with her mom, and if they grab something to eat before bingo, that's fine. I don't care. You can lose weight eating Twinkies. Somebody proved that. And that's right, Mademoiselle Scythe. Don't forget to hit that like button. You'll be catching Taylor Swift's hands. So, yeah. Oh, goodness. It is almost 7:30. And I need to try to accomplish something around the house today. So that is what I'm going to do. Maybe I will, I don't know, load the dishwasher. I don't know. I need a housekeeper. That's what I need. I need somebody to help me with my house chores because I have zero time. But yeah, we'll probably be back tomorrow. I'm gonna try to record a video if I can tomorrow, if I feel up to it. And it's gonna require me. It's gonna require me going to Crumble Cookie. I hope they're open on Sundays. Well, Miss Morris Reads, I hope you enjoy your video recording. I hope it goes well. Ilya, if you are in the chat still, are you going live tonight? I don't know. Let me see if you're in the... You are still in the chat. 52.4k subs. That is, oh my god. That's an incredible accomplishment, Miss Morris Reads. That is amazing. Congratulations. Congratulations on that. That is incredible. So congrats to you. I'm very happy to hear that. You read kids' books. Aww. I love that. I love that. Sleep. No, Mars. You cannot go to sleep. You must stay awake. But sleep well, Mars. I hope you have a good night. I hope you sleep well. Last night was the first night I took the magnesium glycinate, and I woke up in the middle of the night feeling a little disoriented, and I started like poking buttons on my phone, and I started poking buttons on my phone, and I ended up like almost like I held down the emergency button for some reason, and I almost made an emergency call on my cell phone in the middle of the night. I don't know what the fuck I was doing, but I quickly was like, oh, and I canceled it really quick. It was the weirdest fucking thing. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna get these headphones off. I'm gonna maybe turn on my TV, play some music, and do a couple of chores downstairs so I can get something done tonight. But hey, feel free to join us in the old Discord if you like. I do have a Discord. But I don't think... Why is... For some reason, my Discord link sometimes does not want to play nice. So, I don't know why. I can't make a... I can't get a link. Expert Legos, I hope you feel better. I do indeed. I hope you feel better and get some rest. Yeah. All of a sudden, police and EMTs are at my room. Booty calls from Bay. Now, Peep Chop, you know that Mademoiselle Scythe is my bae. I also hate the term bae, by the way. I've always hated it. Look at that. She's got my back. Thank you, because apparently you can get a link, but I sure as the fuck can't for some reason, and it's my Discord. I don't know why it's being stupid. Generate a new link. Why does it say hidden? What am I doing wrong? Somebody that knows Discord better than I am. Why is it telling me hidden use copy button? And then I try to get a new link. I don't know what it's doing. I need an adult. Anyway. Yeah, I'm glad you think you're funny, Peep Chop. Anyway, what do I do with my hands? I don't know. I don't know what to do with my hands. I'm gonna just grab onto the microphone. Oh, I'm so glad I can laugh at myself. Because Lord knows everybody else does. I might as well too. But yeah, Aaron sent me a clip from, what was it, Talladega Nights, I think. I've actually never seen that movie, so the clip made me laugh. But that is a very weird picture. Huh. You throw your hands for Amber to catch. That's right. My gimpy ass would definitely not be a threat in that respect, 100%. So, but, I might get a snack. I might have one of the protein cookies. I will do that after I do some chores. That will be my little treat for myself after I get some chores done. So, but yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of your day with me once again. This is the second time we've gone live today, so I appreciate you spending a little bit of your time with me. I hope you have a wonderful night. I'm sure we'll be back tomorrow. I'm gonna try to play some Stardew Valley tomorrow night at some point, because my head won't be having an issue. I may try to build my PC tomorrow, so we may have a live stream of me hopefully not breaking some very expensive computer parts, because that would be just awful. But I hope you all have... Oh, you can see my cans over here. I need to take those downstairs. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day or night, and until next time, be safe and take care. I'm sorry, DV. I hope you have a wonderful night. Thank you for being here.